Welcome back to my channel. This is Eric on the winning side. Guys, if you're new here in this channel, karibu sana. I'm so happy that you guys, you are showing me great support in sharing my content, in subscribing, in watching my videos. You know guys, that's amazing. And also liking my videos, because what that does to me, my videos get recommended to other people. And so I am very much happy. Guys, I feel much excited because of the love and the support that you guys have continually shown me. Guys, I am so happy. Be blessed, guys. Okay. On to my topic. I do not have much to share, but I came across something that it's worth reading for you. So I'm going to read something for you that I'm going to be deriving my topic from. Are we together? When you find your path, you must not be afraid. You need to have sufficient courage to make mistakes. Disappointment, defeat, and despair are tools God uses to show us the way. Let me just go one more time, okay? When you find your path, you must not be afraid. You need to have sufficient courage to make mistakes. Disappointment, defeat, and despair are tools that God shows us the way. One thing that is standing out in what I've just read to you is this one thing about mistakes. Sometimes we tend to make mistakes and we feel you're not going to move on, that like you are going to stop what you're doing and give up. There are mistakes that we normally do, or there are mistakes that we did in the past, and they cause us to be so discouraged in whatever we are doing or whatever we have started, and we end up stopping. I've come to tell you that mistakes are there so that they can propel you to the next level. Mistakes are there so that we can learn. Somebody said that we learn from failure, not success. I've come to encourage you today that do not fear to make mistakes. You find this quote, it's very clear that when you find your path, you must not be afraid. Don't be afraid at any given point. You need to have sufficient courage to make mistakes. It's through mistakes that we get to learn. It's through mistakes that we get to grow. It is through mistakes that we get to experience another level of glory. Are we together? There are so many people in history that made mistakes, but today their story is different. There are people who made mistakes. They lost their jobs, but through those mistakes, they were able to start their own businesses. There are people who made mistakes even in their marriages, okay? And I'm not encouraging this. There are people who made mistakes, but they found a lifelong partner. You might have done a mistake whereby you dropped out of school deliberately. You say that you don't want to. Right now you regret because of that mistake that you did. You might be there and you made a choice. By then you were seeing as though it was good, but you went ahead. So guys, the mistakes that you did, are they turning out to be good for you to create a beautiful story? Because I believe a beautiful story is one that shows that you had a downward curve, but also God made an upward curve in your life. So don't just continue going on a downward curve, but maintain the upward curve that God made for you. The story has to change through the mistakes, okay? You might have involved yourself with friends who are not good, friends that cannot help you. You need to have a different dimension, a different talk today. You might have involved yourself in drugs. Guys, I'm encouraging you today that those mistakes, okay, that we made, the wrong choices that we made, they can turn out. You know, it's said that let God use you. Just let God create another story through the mistakes that you did. There are so many people, even in the Bible, that they made mistakes deliberately. They even chose to go out of the way or out of the purpose that God created for them. But still God heard their cry when they called out to Him. We are people, we are imperfect beings. Only God who is perfect. So don't fear the moment you've made mistakes. I'm encouraging you today, don't live in the past, but you can make a decision today that you're going to have a beautiful story even at the end of it all. Guys, don't ever fear to make mistakes. I find sometimes mistakes as bumps to slow you down so that you can take a second thought to think about what you are doing, to think about, is this the right path, to think about, should I keep on pursuing this? The moment you are set for a journey, do not fear the bumps. The bumps are there just to maintain your focus. The bumps are there just to let you know, hey, you're on the highway. You need to maintain your lane. You need to maintain your path. You need not to sleep. Yeah. So don't feel discouraged at any given point. I've seen in history, and we have read in history books, okay? Even people who are around us, people that have made serious mistakes, but let me tell you, those mistakes ended up being their story, their success story. I want to encourage you this afternoon, yeah. Right now it's afternoon when I'm recording this video. I don't know what time you'll be seeing this video. So, but I just want to encourage you and tell you that you are more than your mistakes. And I'm not asking anyone to be perfect at this given time or even every day of your life, okay? We are human beings and we are bound to fail. But let us take the failures in our lives as positive, as channels for us to learn and grow. You are made to win. You know, the way you are created, you're created in the image of God. You are a victor, not a victim. Your bloodline is of greatness, of success, okay? You're filled with favor. So don't fear to make mistakes. Every day that you wake up in the morning and you are commanding your day. Guys, have you watched that video? There's a video that I talked about commanding your days, okay? Your day, the moment you wake up in the morning, you command your day. So the moment you wake up in the morning and command your day, and you are already having a vision of how your day is going to be, I want to tell you today, also, be optimistic. Be optimistic of even the mistakes that you are going to make. You can make mistakes here and there and not deliberate. You know, I'm not saying those mistakes that people make deliberately. Are we together? I'm talking about that time that it's an unfortunate event. Don't regret it, but look at the channel where God wants to use you. You know, there's one verse of the Bible that I read, and it says that God's strength is best seen in our weaknesses. Are we together? So if we are people who are ever perfect, how is God going to be seen in our lives? So I want to encourage you today. Number one, don't live in your past because of the mistakes that you did. Don't live in your past. I'm encouraging you today. Now, today is today. And now be ready to face the day. And don't carry yesterday's troubles to today, because today is a new day that God has made for you. Then, number two, remember that when you make mistakes, don't give up on your course. Don't give up on your path. Don't give up on your career, on your God-given purpose. Don't give up on it, because that is your way that God has created you to walk on. So the mistakes that we do in our lives, they are there to help us grow. They are there to mold us. They are there to create another story. How can you have a testimony and you have not gone through something? Yeah, so remember that mistakes are not there just to put you down, but mistakes are just there just to remind you that, are you still on the course? Are we together? Yeah, thank you.